Hello, this is a very quick look at the Android Entertainment System. It's simply marked up as i68. I don't know if that's the brand or the make and model. It's kept as a very simple unit. There's nothing on a couple of the sides. Then you've got the various connectors on the back. So you see Ethernet, optical, HDMI, power reset button there. And then around the other side, you've got the various USB and memory card connections. This is running a 64-bit octa-core processor, and there's no external Wi-Fi antenna, so there's just little pads on the bottom and air vents. Along with the actual box, you get a small remote. This is more of a media remote than a gaming remote, and this takes a couple of AAA batteries. You also get an OTG cable, as well as a HDMI cable, and the power brick to power it all. This runs Android 5.1 at the time of review, and it's just a standard Android interface. They've not put any interface on top. So it's not the most user-friendly interface on TV, although when you go into the main app tray, things do get a bit easier because it's just laid out in a grid, and the remote works quite well in this situation. Being Android, you can always replace this with a different launcher, one that is specifically designed for TV, so that's quite easy to access just via the Play Store. If you want to use a mouse with this, the remote does have a mouse function, but it's not very good, so I'd recommend getting a simple wireless USB keyboard mouse combo or some sort of air mouse. Just plug that into the USB and it should pick it up, and then you can use the trackpad on the keyboard, or if it's an air mouse, you just wave it around. There's quite a few options available for that. Now this is a media box, so I tried this with quite a few different services. Netflix, the interface is really smooth actually. I was quite impressed with how smooth the interface was, and there was no issues with playback. Just go on to whatever you want, click play, off it goes. However, there is a problem if you're a Google Play Store user. If you happen to have a large library, you've collected some of the free films, bought some films, whatever the case may be, you can't actually access them via this box. So considering it's a media playback box, this is a pretty big blow to it. When you press play, it simply says playback isn't supported on this device. Kodi is pre-installed if you'd like to use that. Video playback can be a bit jerky with the audio. What I did quite like though was it has Kodi Make pre-installed. I've not seen this before, and this allows you to select a load of apps and it sorts it all out for you, so you can have a little experiment. YouTube is supported, but as you'll see here, the audio playback can be a bit jittery. The two little feet at the bottom you can just see sticking out allow you to attach this to the ceiling if you'd rather ceiling mount this rather than have it on the floor, but it works either way. Mobile phone, this is an Android phone, this is a mid-range phone. And that seems to be a reoccurring problem across apps, including games, so I was actually quite impressed. This is a media playback device, but actually it plays games really well until it starts to stutter, as you'll see in a second. The box then went one better and didn't just stutter on the sounds, but actually the entire game froze. So when you consider that this is a media playback device, it's actually pretty disappointing that it can't play back Google Play movies, and on some instances the sound quality isn't great because it stutters, and you saw the gaming performance wasn't great either. So when you consider there's plenty of competition, this is quite disappointing. I hope you found this short review useful. Thanks for watching.